I was 28 at the time, and I had at least one successful startup under my belt in the shipping company I created at 25. But I was still young enough not to appreciate the risk I was taking. So I took some outrageous economic risks. They say 28 is the only time in your life you can actually do that. If you're older, you appreciate the risk, so you don't do it. If you're younger, you don't really know what you're doing. But 28, there are studies that some of the most creative ideas came out of people at that age, 28. I took two things I think was my contribution to the industry. Cutting out the travel agent and selling all the snacks and catering on board rather than giving it away. You know, it sounds trivial, but when I went to the catering company and said, I want to sell coffee on the aeroplane, I said, we don't have a way of selling coffee. Nobody has done it before. We don't have tills, we don't have, you know, methods of measuring them. We can't sell coffee. I said, let's find a way of selling coffee. When I floated the company, I knew that part of the deal is that I have to step aside and let other people run it. I fully understand that, and that's what I wanted. I didn't want to be in the company running it every day for the rest of my life. So it was a fair deal, and that's what I did. We used to deal with an oil price of about $20 a barrel. Now it's an oil price of about $100 a barrel. To add confusion to the whole story, remember there is an exchange rate between the dollar and the sterling. So if you look at it in sterling terms, it might even be worse. And the other very large element of cost in low-cost airlines today is airports. So airports roughly today account for about 30% of the cost of an airline. If it flies into you know, the bigger airports that people want to fly into. Ryanair has chosen a different business model, goes to smaller airports where they have more negotiating power, so that percentage might be lower for them. But round numbers, 70% of the cost base of an airline is fuel and airports, which is both not negotiable. So your ability to reduce prices now is no longer there. The company has a brand new fleet. It's, you know, serving its customer base well in the current route base. There are not many opportunities for new routes. If there are, perhaps we can discuss what they are, but I haven't seen a proper list of brand new routes that are not being served at the moment. They're going to be profitable. And then, you know, the analysis is how much are you spending per new plane? Where will it go? What is the return on that capital? And if it's profitable, I'll be more happy than anybody else.